And here we are. Here's the lightning figure of the Morphed Ryu Crimson Hawk Ranger. We can see right here that the Ranger is there. He looks quite cool. I really like it. I like the Street Fighter aesthetic that they've got in the background. Got a lovely picture of Ryu. On the side, Ryu. Now you've got the kind of the Ranger here. He looks all right, to be fair. I think, you know, saying what you get on the back is quite nice at the same time. So you can see that Ryu's there. Ryu is morphed. Top part is purple, and then bottom part is just basically the information that they've got. So let's open up this bad boy, have a look inside, and yeah, let's see. And this is what you get inside the actual Ryu figure. And I do like on the fact that the paper, even though it's got Ken and Cammy, but you have like the kind of Street Fighter aesthetic. You got Chun-Li on there, so I kind of like what they've done with the bags. Would I have liked it if it was like properly in the box? Yeah, but we can see that these are the accessories. This is the actual figure itself. And here he is. I've got to admit, it's a nice figure. When I opened him up the other day, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, I really like the way that he's designed. I would, if I could criticize a little bit, I would have put more detail on his shield at least, because it would look like 10 times better. But I love the way that his helmet is. I feel like his helmet is really, really cool. And whoever designed this one, like, yeah, I'm a big kind of fan for it. So yeah, I do like it. I think it works really, really well. Now, I will say, I don't know why he is more darker white around here than he is on his arms. It feels like when I first saw this, I was like, oh great, they've not been able to kind of work this properly. They've messed it up. But with looking at it, it looks okay. So I don't know why. Now, I know there's been loads of faults with it. Luckily, this is the one that hasn't. But we can see gold stripes going down his body type thing, which I think is really, really cool. You know, he's got his kind of gloves on, which, you know, on like the standard MMPR, even though this is entirely MMPR like kind of based. Now you've got his kind of Crimson Hawk type thing. Like, it looks more like the like Green Ranger one, but I really wish like this was gold, because I think it would go really, really well with the actual kind of belt buckle and stuff like that. So I generally think it is quite nice. Looking down here, it is basically gold around his boots. It's quite nice looking there. I think like the kind of gold, now it kind of reminds me very similar to the Gold Ranger in MMPR that Billy was, I think in season 3 or season 2, where it's all been kind of like he's a fake one. But it kind of just reminds me of that one just there. Very simple, very kind of basic, but it is a nice touch. Gold lines going all the way down there look fine. They work really, really well when it comes to the actual figure. And even like they don't kind of cut it out, like it feels just there, carries on. So great job on that one. I was expecting it to be ridiculously spotty at least, or really kind of weird, but they seem to have done quite a good job. And that's quite a big accomplishment, because we know exactly what Hasbro are like with their kind of quality control at the moment. At the very back, again, we can see his glove backs. The back of the gloves at least. Then we can see the white going into his muscles, the kind of gold going straight into the shield. I'm guessing it's probably on all the way underneath the shield. I will have a quick look in a bit to see if that's completely true or not. If not, but at least it goes all the way up, which is absolutely fine. And at the very back, I like the fact that he's still got that kind of bandana type ribbon thing around the back of his head like he normally has in Street Fighter. So it's a very nice touch to add it to the actual figure itself. And we can see at the top, just there, it is able, like, you've got some kind of like detail on the top, and it's not just flat, which I generally kind of like. Now, does the shield go all the way around? Well, it does, but you can't really leave it. So yeah, I think that these gold lines literally just go to the end where his arms are, and that's it. So kind of a nice touch there. Articulation and stress test. Now, I always kind of get really antsy and kind of like weird when it comes to these, because I never know if something's going to break off, if something's not going to work, or if this figure is just going to drop. Now, I know when I was looking at it, playing with this a while ago, this leg is slightly shorter, but I think it's just because of the way that the ball joint works. That's the only thing I was like, oh darn. So, now I know this does move. Yeah, so it does kind of go around like so, because I played with it a while ago. There we go. So, because especially since Ryu is a fighter, I know all the other rangers are, but you want them to kind of pose properly. So it does kind of do that, which is fine. You have that nice clicking sound. Arms go up like so. Hands turn around like so, which is what you want. See, that is one thing that would kind of annoy me, but it's nothing like major, which is all good. Head turns all the way around if you're into that sort of thing. And again, you can pose the bandana type thing like so if you want. It looks like from this angle a little bit like Don Momotaro, maybe just like the visor in my eye. I do like the fact that on his helmet, the eyes are very kind of like blue, or kind of like, yeah, like a baby blue, which is nice for the actual figure. Straight away, this is his Hadouken effect. I'm guessing that's right. If you know, let me know down below in the comments. I would have preferred it being blue rather than orange, because it would make more sense. That's what Ryu's one's all the way through Street Fighter from what I remember. This is his kick thing. I would more prefer this to be a hand one, because then he could do his uppercut, which would make more sense. This is the Phoenix. I have no idea why they made this. If this is meant to be his signature one from the game, I'm sure it is, but you know, you kind of think you'd want it to be a bit more bigger. But yeah, so I have no idea what this is meant to be for. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, it's meant to be on the stand, which you get here. And then this is the thing for it to go on the stand. Now, you can pop it straight in, and you can pull it out. Knowing what Hasbro are like with their products, I generally thought that once that was in, it was going to not do anything and kind of like stay there, which would have been a pain. But here you go, here is his fighting hands, like so. So not a bad kind of accessory. Would have liked a little bit more, but there we go. Now, I didn't think you would be able to have Ryu pose like this. I thought because of this being a lot heavier, he would fall over and it'd be like, oh, he's done. Like, that's it. But you can pose him. But I don't think you can pose him just like the box, I don't think. Which I'm guessing he would just fall over. So it's kind of okay if you're doing that pose, but it looks like he's just about to be hit from above. But I kind of wanted to show this off with this particular one at least, as I kick my camera. I just want to show this off just to see what it looked like without him falling over. And there is Ryu. Now, to me personally, the only things that I'm going to say that I don't like about this figure is I find that his arm here is a bit too loose for my liking. With this arm, it feels like, you know, you can move it around, it's not going to come off. But this arm feels like it's just going to fall off in a way. Like, it's not going to, but I feel like it could do, and that's not what I kind of like at the moment. This is a generally really nice figure for what it is. I'm very on the fence of like, hey, I would like to return this knowing that I could never get him again, or I would much prefer just to buy him, like try my luck much later on to see if I can. Now, I know that there are tons of problems when it comes to the quality figure at the moment with the figures, and I really hope that they address it. But right now, like, I feel like he's an okay figure. I don't think he was worth the price. I paid roughly around about just over £40 for him from Hasbro Direct because they messed up an order type thing and whatever. But I kind of don't feel like he is worth the price. I feel like maybe a lot lower. I would say £30 for this figure. It's a nice looking figure. I think he looks okay. I just wish he came with a Ryu head. I feel like that would have been kind of cool rather than showing him on the box. But I'm guessing you wouldn't know if it was Ryu if it didn't have his face on the box. But yeah, the accessories are great. I don't know what you're going to do with something like that, if they're going to remake it. yeah, I think that's it. So what are your thoughts on this figure? Do you like him? Do you not? Have you picked him up yourself, or did you pass on this one? Let me know down below in the comments. And while you're around, why not check out some of the other videos on the channel? There's some nice ones coming up in the end cards. But yeah, definitely check out all the other reviews that I've done on the Lightning collection so far. And yeah, let me know what you think of this figure down below. Let me know. And yes, I will see you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。